Alright, I've been developing a plugin in Unreal Engine using Visual Studios and the Blueprint graph or whatever. Actually, as you can see right here, it's stuff for like ragdolling your character. Sorry. Eh, Close the shit out. I know my license key has been applied. Now overall, I'm not like no super coder or whatever. It's just really some simple getters and setters. Oh, this is the overlay state, my bad. Private variables, events protected. You got your setters, getters, and some more variables that are public. And you got your CPP or whatever, just simple getter setter functions, which is, I think, is quite simple overall. I'll talk about that later. It's no point talking about it now. Let's get into the actual blueprint. Now, I only have two variables here, an interface and one setter function pretty much. Then I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff here. We're ragdolling on the server. We're triggering the state on the server, which will fire off the start, set traversal, and then ragdoll delay inputs. I've actually got it running and working. It does work. My only issue with it was I wasn't thinking at the time, and I could have just set it up for like default get up and default not get up. But I technically copied this from ALS in a sense, and not full on copy because like it's targeted to this and it's running through this, so it's not really exactly like ALS has got it set up, because they have it set up through the actual character blueprint. Now, how I'm going about doing that and targeting and getting all this character movement stuff is I'm getting the player character, whatever the owner is, and I'm setting it to my own variable that I created, and then which allows me to pull off from it and get character movement, get the mesh. Same with down here. But yeah, I made a lot of the stuff private that you really didn't need, because I don't think you really need ragdoll velocity unless like you want to do something with it after the fact. But I mean, you're in ragdoll, I guess you're kind of dead. Like, I don't know. I just no example. You could get blown back by like an explosion or something that's big, and like it just blows you back and knocks you down, and you can get back up. But you'd have to like set up some other stuff on top of it with like your health and your a few other variables. I don't think you would need any of those variables here. So I've made them private and I set them behind getters and setters, so all of it kind of looks pretty. Like, cause I don't like this. I hate this. This bothers me. I hate setting them up like this. I don't know why. The colors trip me out. I would much rather just see this. I guess for me, I don't get as an intimidated or whatever, because I used to get intimidated by these things. I mean, like, I didn't understand what the difference between using this directly and, like, something like this directly, or, like, setting it in that and whatever, but either way, it doesn't really matter. It's the same thing as this. They're just setting values. And yes, people have said it a billion times, but I didn't understand. I didn't understand. I'm retarded. I'm very, very retarded. But overall, I've been trying to keep it clean, organized. That's part of the code right there. Those are the events. I mean, I could have done it like putting it in here and made like these and just put those, like put a function here and only have one function. But I mean, that's putting stuff behind more blueprints, I feel like. And that's actually wrapping it in a blueprint. I think wrapping it in a blueprint and then just like setting it like this with a setter value that's from C++ or whatever is probably a lot better than making something over here that's wrapped in blueprints and then pulling it out and plugging it in. I would guess. I don't know. Don't take my word as gospel. I have no fucking clue. Um, I'm just working, just trying to do stuff. But overall, it works. I pulled it out and I tested it. My only problem was the overlay system wasn't. I didn't have the overlay system hooked up, and well, not hooked up, but like I didn't have this variable because I actually made my own. Made my own variables or whatever. I don't know if I'm gonna fully use all of them. I might minimize them down, but if I want it to be like immediately plugged in and hooked up with like uh, the game animation sample, I guess I could just not do it like this and just have like the default get up from back or a rise from back and a rise from front, and just use that is face up is face down boolean to set it. But then you'd have to do a lot more back end work. Like the person who got the add-on or whatever would actually have to build something themselves to set up more animations. And that's all I'm doing. I'm sending it over from this. I don't know if this. I don't know if this will work. I really don't know if this right here will work because I didn't set it up when I tested it. I didn't set it up like that, but given in all honesty, my get up animations didn't work because I didn't have the overlay state targeted. Either way, it doesn't matter. I'm actually, well, where did everything go? Why did I must have deleted it. Oh well. I decided to put the overlay state in because I needed it, but I don't know. It's become a lot of work and, not really a lot of work. I don't really care about the work. I care about the states, really, the interfaces. That's my biggest problem. These interfaces. I need this one. And that one doesn't come with whatchamacallit. This one, this one, this one, and this one is all in animation sample or whatever. If you want to use the animation sample or whatnot, I believe you'd have to figure out a way to target these. Or you could target in here with a boolean instead, but I don't know. Right now I'm just calling it the overlay states, sending them out, telling what one I want. So you'd have to set your animations over here, and then we're sending it over as one animation. One, because I didn't want a whole bunch of animations over there. I was trying to do it to where you wouldn't have whoops. When I go to the like view reference and then size map. Alright, now it's being casted. This is being casted to this, and then it's only using these right here. So I'm saying I have to really incorporate those or whatever. Oh wow, you can't even see I have coffee. Oops, my bad. I was gonna name it like early morning coffee or something. I don't know, stupid development stuff or some dumb stuff. But overall, it doesn't have a lot in it. And its disk space is less than half a, I guess what, that's like half a byte? Because isn't 1,000 bytes a kilobyte? Or isn't 1,000 kilobytes a byte? A megabyte? And so it's like half a megabyte on disk size. On disk memory, it's like 100 kilobytes. It's not bad. And I was trying to make it lightweight. not reference a lot of things and not like be called 25 bajillion times by everything. Um, oh, I have this here because I need this over here for the overlay states whenever I hook it up here. Like, because I'm sending it over here to this, so you would need the overlay state to tell you. And why I'm doing it like this is to get the overlay state from, to actually get the variable from here. This is coming from here. Like I said, I could have just done a default on back, get up default back, on front, get up default front, and it would have worked, most likely. But my bright ass and my dumb ass sucker was like, well, why don't I just make the overlay system too? It would be so easy. Oh, poor naive past me. Fucking retard. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about this. This is a animation blueprint template. You can target it to any skeleton or whatever from whatever I'm to understand. And I just want to show off one other one. I have the ones for the overlay states. I'm trying to copy the overlay state from ALS. My biggest issue with this was how do you get these? How the fuck do you get these in animation templates? Like, it's so stupid. But to get them, you just pull off type slot, and it gives you one. Because usually I'm used to doing it over here, because there's like a slot manager, but you can't have animations, which I don't think a slot is an animation, but it's part of the animations, I guess, so. But you can still have them, apparently. You just have to pull out from a place that can be pulled out from, that can house one, I guess. I don't think you could pull off from, like, I mean, I don't know. You might be able to pull off from anywhere. I don't know. But either way, you pull off from, like, apply mesh space or whatever. You could pull off from it and say slot, S-L-O-T, dot, slot, and it'll give you a default slot variable that you can pull, or, well, thing that you can pull. Okay, back to the ragdoll. Alright, in the animation graph, we're doing the ragdoll state thing like in ALS. I'm not going to talk about that because that would be like telling everybody how to pretty much make this. I'm not done, and I'd like to make it and put it up there. So I don't want to really get into some of that. But what I'm doing here is this will be like the motion match and pose, or the pose history from the traversal spot stuff or whatever in the animation game sample. At your ragdoll states would go into the true, because if it's true, then ragdoll stating. This is for the overlay pose for the to like reapply the hand or something after the overlay pose or some bullshit like that. I'm not really sure. I'm not too sure, I guess, about it either way. It's just you're bringing the overlay cache pose in here. Don't really matter though, but yeah, that's about it. And updating the target variables. Now, did I know this would work, like the ragdoll shit? No, I did not know. I just tried to make it, hoping it would. Like I said, I got it to work. The only problem I had was the get up animations. But decided to make the overlay state, so I don't know. My biggest issue with the overlay state is the movement enumerators. I'm thinking about maybe just like keeping the enumerators in there, having the blend overlay state target all mine, and just having you delete all of them out of the game animation sample and replacing them with these ones. And then it would work, and then you could use the overlay states and the motion match and stuff. I've thought about several ways how to do it, and beyond like redoing the whole animation sample in a game in a template, I don't know what else to do. But I don't know. I keep working at it. This was just like early morning like dev talk with, I guess, with some retard. I don't know. Have a good day.